Now we can build on the rest of the parts of this maze. So let's try to understand the easy ways to make this process simpler. So here what I have done is I have created the initial corridor or a passage. Now I have to create multiple such corridors or passages for the player to pass through. And how do I ensure that these parallel uh, parts are spaced exactly with the same distance? So for that, I'm going to create a temporary spacer, a kind of a part that would help me place these parts at a fixed distance from each other. So I'm going to create this block, uh, s- a cuboid, and I want to place this part in between these two um passages. So I have already taken this part and placed it on my screen, and it has gone here. So I'm going to simply move it to this location and then modify. So whenever you take a part on your screen, it shows up in the Explorer window, and that's how you get to know that this part has been added. But if you struggle to find it in the field area, then simply take a better perspective where you can go up in the air, you can move the camera up in the air and then locate that part. And here I'm going to scale it up. I have to simply scale it up. And so I'm going to scale it up in a way that this part fits exactly in between these two spaces, these two parallel corridors. Okay, so that will give me the exact distance between these hedges. So I'm going to move it and then make sure that this is touching one of these hedges. And now I'm going to scale it up. So I'm going to scale it up. This is the width. Yep. All right. And then I'm going to pick the height as well. Okay. So as you can see, this has been created perfectly. So it gives us our height as well as width, right? So this is going to be my spacer. So every time I'm going to create or duplicate this hedge, I'm going to simply move this spacer in between. Now let me duplicate. So I'm going to select these two hedges at the same time. As in the Explorer window, you can see that, and I'm going to press Control plus D, and I'm going to duplicate it. And when you attach it to the same hedge and move the spacer, you'll be able to find out the space in between. Now make sure that the collisions is turned on for both of these, and also can collide option in the properties is turned on, so that these parts don't get through, and then your spacer works perfectly. Okay, so go to the properties and make sure that can collide option is turned on, and also make sure that the collisions here is also turned on. So that is your spacer. Okay, now I'm going to kind of create this uh, P structure by simply duplicating this part and rotating it by 90 degrees. So this is how you can actually start building the rest of your maze, and you can select or copy multiple parts at the same time and duplicate them. So create one basic structure and then keep duplicating the same. So every time you want to you know create complicated structures, you can also turn off the collisions temporarily and turn it back on, so it becomes easier to collapse multiple items together. Okay, now here, and I'm going to duplicate the same part and place it here. And next time what I'm going to do is